Alright, so I just wanted to bring a quick Sunshine Blue blueberry update. So this is the Sunshine Blue blueberry. Very beautiful fruit. Ripening up quite nicely. You can see it's just now starting to put out its foliage. It's been flowering and fruiting for about 2 months now. Birds have definitely been getting to the berries. You can see some of the berries have claw marks on them. Very beautiful berry. We have some still have some decent clusters on this bush, on the shrub. Haven't harvested anything yet, but I'm looking forward to it real soon. Hundreds of berries on here, hundreds. And as I said in previous videos, this is definitely my favorite variety so far, but I have a lot of varieties. I guess we can check some of them out that are flowering or fruiting right now. This one right here is Tif Blue. And we can see down here, Tif Blue is just starting to put out some blueberries. Now this one makes a smaller size blueberry, but that one is also real sweet. The bush isn't as prolific as Sunshine Blue in my climate in Zone 9B. Sunshine Blue seems to not need any chill hours at all, so it can produce high yields even without frost, time in the frost. Let's see. There. I may forget a couple of the names of some of these varieties, but I have them written down. So if I forget the name, I'll just try to go to my list and appropriately name each one. Just walking around this blueberry bush here. Okay. This one right here is Brightwell. You can see it's still putting out flowers. Has some unopened blooms on there, a few fruits. Very beautiful looking berry. It's Brightwell. This one has a good amount of foliage on it. Brightwell, I'm not sure of the flavor. I think I did try Brightwell last year. This one is also a good flavored berry, but I didn't have many to choose from because the birds were beating me to them. Right here I can see a broken branch or something. I know it wasn't me, but somehow this branch got broken, so it's a loss of at least 15 berries that were on that branch there. Could have been a bird. But this is Alapaha variety. And this one is just starting to put out its berries. Sunshine Blue is my earliest. Here's oh, this one has some big berries. This one is Rabbiteye. Now, varieties that have pink blooms, blueberry varieties that have pink blooms are known as Rabbiteye varieties. But this specific variety itself is called Rabbiteye. So it's, for instance, Tif Blue, Brightwell, you can see they have the pink tips. Well, you can't see any flowers on Brightwell, but you can see the pink tips on the fruit. And well, this flower here, well, this one is already opening up. When they're still kind of closed, they have those pink tips on them. And those are known as Rabbiteye varieties, which are good for growing in the south. But this specific cultivar is called Rabbiteye, and you can see that it has some large berries on it, definitely. It also has a good flavor. I purchased that variety around the time that I purchased the Sunshine Blue. So I have a couple of varieties right here. I'm gonna see if I can separate and discern which is which. So right here we're looking at Rabbiteye, and then next to it we have Climax, which has an even bigger berry. So this is Climax. Climax is mega sweet. Not as sweet as Sunshine Blue, but that's not saying much at all because all of them are like real sweet compared to store-bought varieties. I mean, these varieties are, when you taste them, you're not gonna want to eat anything from the store again. but their production hasn't been what I'd like it to be, honestly. So this Climax, when I first purchased it, it was kind of already leaning over, so it's just leaning into the Rabbiteye plant. But let me get that separated for y'all. Get a good look at these plants here. Yeah, Rabbiteye was one of my first varieties. Sunshine Blue, Climax, and Prince. We're gonna go look at Prince in a little bit. Just trying to collect where I am right now. There's some bananas down there. Okay, so let's go around. Not all of my varieties are fruiting, since some of them are still new. Like this one here, this one is called Delite, and it's still new, so it's not fruiting yet. It's still a young plant. I bought it, I believe I purchased it last year, so just waiting on it to show some growth. Over here, this looks like a Star, and it's dying out. Star wasn't doing too good for me at all to begin with. Star was it always had low yields. It always had probably like 5 berries per year or something. It was never a yield that was worth mentioning. So it looks like I lost Star. I need to put another variety right there. Over here we have Prince. You can see the wasps flying around Prince. So Prince produces every year. This one also has a very delicious berry. It's probably in my top 5, along with Sunshine Blue, Climax. It's just starting to put out its berries, so they're real small, but even when they're ripe, they're still a petite sized berry. But these are real small for fruit sets. You can see those are real small, so they're just starting to set fruit. This one doesn't have high production either. Honestly, none of the varieties seem to have high production in my area except for Sunshine Blue, which makes me want to multiply the Sunshine Blue variety or propagate it so I can have lots of berries every year. I mean, I get berries, but the question is, will I get a lot of them? That's what I'm really focused on, a lot of good tasting berries, not just having a lot of berries, but a lot of good tasting berries. So this one here is, I believe this is Biloxi. So this is a young plant also. That one is supposed to have a high yield. When it gets a little older, we'll see. See a large berry right there. Let's hope a bird doesn't get it. That's Biloxi. Should have a couple more. Oh yeah, there's one more here. I didn't show y'all Premier. I don't think Premier had berries on it. That was Biloxi. And this one here is Springhigh, I believe. Yeah, this is Springhigh putting out its new growth. Either the wind knocked the berries off or the birds got to them, but unfortunately, there's only one berry left on here. It's hard to get focus on it, so we're not gonna focus on that. That was Springhigh. Let's try to check out Premier. Just right behind Sunshine Blue. And Premier, I also purchased this a couple years ago, and it doesn't have any fruit on it, so that's not a good sign. Let's hope that it does start producing fruit, so I don't have to pull it out. But Premier also is a good tasting variety. Honestly, all these varieties taste good, but there's levels to them. As you can see with Sunshine Blue, this one is inarguably the highest yielding variety. Super early. Decent sized berries, as you can see. May not be as large as Rabbiteye. or Climax, which has the largest berries of all my varieties, but it's hyper sweet. I mean, the production is there. Even when the birds attack the plants, you can't really tell because there's so many berries just all over. Look at all that. I can't zoom in. I'm trying to zoom, it's not working, so let's go close up for y'all. But you can see there's hundreds of berries. I mean, it's clusters and clusters. I can go all around the plant. The bush has about a 4 foot diameter footprint. So going from, it's about a 4 square foot footprint that this bush has, and there's berries just all around. Like if I do this, you can kind of see the blue. You can see it all around the plant. It's kind of hard walking around the plant because everything's so close together. I like to plant my plants. I like to have my spacings tight so I can reduce my watering needs and reduce the weed pressures. So that's what I want to show y'all. This is Sunshine Blue, how it looks right now. That was the rest of my other varieties. I also have some new starts that I'm working on. I have some varieties. I have a bunch of Springhigh plants. I have a bunch of Sweetcrisp blueberry plants. So this is Sweetcrisp variety that I'm getting ready to transplant into some pots. That's Sweetcrisp. I have Springhigh, and then I also have a bunch of Biloxi plants. So that's how they look right now. Once I get them in those pots, they're gonna start putting out some nice, beautiful, bright leaves. And in 2 or 3 years, we'll hopefully start having berries from them. See y'all in the next one.